Hi, it's John here from Speedy Brick, and yesterday I went to Bricktopia. Bricktopia is a LEGO fan community event which was put on in Horst in the Netherlands, and it's kind of southeast Netherlands in Limburg, and it was created by the Dutch Bricks, which is a Dutch LEGO community. They're recognized by LEGO, so there's quite a group of exhibitors there. We've got people selling stuff. We've got people showing off their mocks. There was a whole town and everything. So I'll show some pictures of that. But before we do that, I just wanted to show the things, the treasures that I found while I was there. So first up, I saw this little go-kart or buggy or whatever it is. And I thought this is really cool. Didn't have a minifigure with it. But I saw this and I thought, wow, that looks really quite cool. And I've not seen it before. It's a Lego city set, but I thought this is quite cool. And then next to it, I found this, which is a creator set from 2009, I think. It was part of a 3-in-1 set, so it's a little bit discolored, but quite cool. But this is kind of an 8-wide Speed Champions from 2009, I think. So it's quite cool. So I thought I got to have that as well. And then while I was wandering around, I saw an old Speed Champions set from 2016, or one of the cars from that set. I'll have to look up the number, so I'll show that later. There's some parts missing, but I think I paid $8 for this, so or €8 for it, so that didn't matter. And then I found my treasure. And I'm not a big Technics fan, but when you come across something like this, in the original box, this set is from 1978. And according to the guy I brought it from, it has never been built. It's got the original sticker there, and I thought this is so amazing. The only thing is this plastic cover has kind of unglued. Otherwise, it was perfect. The instructions are in the box. Everything is there. So I'm going to build this in an upcoming video. So I'll do a build of this. It's so cool. This is even from, it was 1978, so it's 46 years old. The box is a little bit beaten up, but in surprisingly good condition. The instructions are in there. The sticker is in there and never been used. And it's got some really nice little Technics pieces in there. So I'm going to be building that. And then I thought I need to have one of these little Technics men to drive it. So I don't know if it's going to be the right scale, but I found one of these as well. But I found actually 3 of these, but this was by far the cheapest one that I could find, and I never paid €3 for this. So I thought that was pretty good. All the articulations work, so I thought it was pretty cool. And now let's get on and have a look at the pictures that I took, and I'll explain a little bit about the guys that I met there and some of the really cool Speed Champions and cars that they make. So let's get into it. So Bricktopia, I really enjoyed it. There was lots of variety. There was everything from this kind of complete cityscape, which really attracted a lot of attention, had trains running around, and lots of really cool storytelling possibilities. So that was really quite cool. There was some nice Technics displays, moving containers around and that sort of stuff. There was some really nice individual builds, like this Iron Man build, which I really liked. There were some really incredible mocks there, including this Ferrari, which was just under 3,000 pieces, and with a working motor and so forth. It was really quite nice. It was taken by this little Viking scene as well. But the main thing for me was really cars and Speed Champions type stuff, and to see what deals I could make as well, of course. But I wanted to call out really 3 guys I spoke to, and the first one is Nard, and from NV Carmocs, and he's just done some incredible designs. And what I quite like with Nard is he's focused on a couple of different topics, as well as kind of all the racing car stuff. He's got some sort of movie themed, sort of Bond themed cars and Top Gear themed cars. So he's taken these Top Gear projects where they've kind of made done all these wacky things to cars, and he's made a whole collection of those. And he's got some quite cool functions built into some of the cars as well as, you know, obviously things like these racing cars. So he had this Porsche there, which was really nice. He had this one, had a sideways ejector seat from Fast and Furious. And this car down the bottom, this is actually a spiker, and he had a large version, this one, and a smaller version as well, sort of Speed Champion scale. But this car is actually built to go into these 3D Supercar Bricks competition. He's using this special windscreen that Leonard's created for that, and this is just an awesome car. So let's see how he gets on that competition. But that was awesome. He's got, I think, something like 180 cars on Rebrickable. So don't forget to have a look on Rebrickable for NV Carmocs. Pretty amazing. And then the next person I spoke to was Sybrin from SFH Bricks, and he, not only am I building some of his builds right now, where I'm going to do a build and review, and you can see one of them down here in this little box here, but he's got some really cool concepts going on. He's got the Forza one, which we talked about in the interview with him. This one I thought was really quite cool. And he's still working on it, so this is going to be stickers in the future, but he just printed those out with his computer. But it's kind of going to be a race simulator setup. I asked him which one was his favourite build, and he indicated this Jaguar Silk Cut, and this was a really nice build. But I do also really like this Porsche, and this was a conversion of the official Lego set and turning it into a Dutch police car. They had those back in the day. And then he had this whole collection of cars with this little diner scene. And this car here, this Corvette, I'm also going to be building that soon. Just waiting for some parts to arrive. So there's lots of stuff going on here with all his builds. And again, you can see all of his stuff on Instagram, and you can buy his models on Rebrickable. And both these guys were using Brick Sticker Shop to create all the stickers for their mocks. So you can buy the stickers from Brick Sticker Shop for all of these cars, and you can buy the design file from these guys. And then the third design I wanted to talk about is a Ukrainian guy. He didn't want his photograph taken, which is all fine. But what he does is he creates alternative builds for Speed Champion sets, and he typically creates sort of 5 to 10 alternative builds that you can do, and he supplies them for free. I'm going to put his link. I'll put all 3 links in the description, so you can go to their Rebrickable page, so you can get his instructions for free. He did say with this Porsche in this azure color, which is kind of Miami Vice-ish colors, he said that these pieces are very expensive just because of the color. So you might want to choose a different color, but they're pretty cool. And he had all these little cars as well, which were 5 wide inside and 6 wide outside, with it really nicely done. So there's lots of opportunities there, and I'm going to go and download some of his instructions and build some of his cars as well, because I think he did just an awesome job with some of the designs. So I'm looking forward to that. So that was the Bricktopia event in Horst in the Netherlands. And I really enjoyed myself. It was a couple of hours drive there and a couple of hours back. So it's not something to do every day. But together with all the treasures that I got and the great conversations and all the great sets and builds that I got to see, I really enjoyed myself. So I hope you enjoyed this as well. And until next time, bye.
Please click to subscribe for more videos and watch my build and review videos by clicking here. Thank you.